Good morning, everyone. Good morning. May I have your attention? Please find your seats. I'm going to go ahead and ask that we take a moment to silence our cell phones. Welcome to the Yo San University Commencement Class of 2024. Afterwards, we will love to enjoy the reception with you in the Haas Hall. Afterwards, just follow the graduates out as they recess.
Welcome, everyone. Good morning. My name is Robert Hoffman, CEO and President of Yo San University. First time I get to say that. Please have a seat. Thank you. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the commencement ceremony for the Yo San University Class of 2024. We are delighted that you can be here today with us to share in this very special occasion. It's time for us to celebrate the achievement of the master's and doctoral students who've worked so hard to be here. As a matter of housekeeping, I would like to ask everyone to please take a moment to silence your cell phones and any other electronic devices so that we can respectfully honor this time with our graduates. I'd like to welcome and thank our founders, Dr. Mao Xingni and Dr. Dao Xingni. Your vision and leadership for more than 3 decades has brought us to this very special moment. Additionally, I'd like to welcome our board members, deans, and faculty members who've joined us on stage. James Tuggle, Anissa Kassim, Farshid Amin, who's on the side, Dr. Wing, Dr. Hu, Dr. Perez, Alex Ferry. I think I got everyone. Thank you. I'd also like to thank all the faculty members who are here with us today. You provide our students with daily inspiration to pursue their dreams of becoming doctors and healers. Without you, these graduates would not be sitting here today. Thank you. And I would like to personally thank the members of Yo San's administrative staff for their incredible dedication. Tora Flint, Sean Gates, Jodika Pratap, Anissa Kassim, Dr. Farshid Amin, Caitlin Wood, Shelley Yu, Alex Ferry, Monica Beal, Sean Gates, Abby Renz. Thank you, all of you. And of course, our entire clinic staff who work tirelessly every day to make the educational experience at Yo San exceptional. Additionally, many members of the staff and student body have volunteered their time to put much love and energy into this ceremony. So please join me in thanking them as well. I can assure you that this day would not be possible without the hard work and dedication of the master's and doctoral students sitting here with us. This is your day. Thank you for allowing us to celebrate your achievement. I would now like to ask our longtime supporter, instructor, university trustee, and friend James Tuggle to come to the podium for the invocation.
Well, here again. I'm honored to be here in front of you. I've been doing this for a number of years now, and each year it's a different occasion. But I really feel the energy of this group, the energy of each of you, what you bring to this celebration. And before we delve into the celebratory occasion, as an invocation, I ask you to go with me to a depth. Take a moment, feel the energy of the whole group. We're all sitting in correct posture, spine straight. So let's get in touch with their inner being. Let's close our eyes. What we want to do is we want to take a deep breath. Let go of all that extraneous thinking, what brought you here, all the worries, concerns, etc., etc. That's all behind you. It's a new day, new experience. So take a deep breath, and as you exhale, let all that go. Now let's take a second breath, and this time bring your energy all the way down into your lower dantian, your lower abdomen. What we want to do here is try to acquaint ourselves with the stillness, the quietude, the subtle energy. We say in this tradition to embrace your subtle essence. Feel the energy shift in the whole room. We let go of that thinking mind and bring our attention down into our energy center. So take one last deep breath into that region. And now, let's go up one level. Bring our attention up to our heart center. The heart, that which brings about true joy. Joy of the heart. We're celebrating here a transition. We have wonderful students that are moving on in their life, no longer students. From this day forward, they'll be healers. Think about it. But this day will always be there in our hearts. So feel the heart energy, feel the joy, just the being here with each other. Bring our breath into that heart region. Feel the love, feel the joy. And invocation is also a calling out. So with our attention in that heart region, I want each of us to call out to those in the room and those who couldn't make it, the ones who passed on. Extend your heartfelt joy with them. Now with this quietude, with this joy of the heart, let us now begin this joyful occasion, the celebration of your transition from being a student to a healer. Go forth in the world, but don't forget, always carry with you this joy in your heart. Thank you for your time.
We are very fortunate at Yo San to be associated with, to be connected with the Ni family. No other Chinese medicine school in the country can even come close to this lineage of healers and Taoists, herbalists, acupuncturists, and just all around really great guys. I'd like to invite, it's my great privilege to invite our co-founder, Dr. Mao Xingni, to the podium to say a few words about the legacy of Yo San University. Dr. Mao.
Good morning, everyone. It's an auspicious day indeed. So I wanted to start by just visiting the present. 2 years ago, the board had asked me to step in as the interim president during a transition of leadership. And over those last 2 years, I've had the pleasure of working with Dr. Robert Hoffman very closely. And it is appropriate that very recently, my mission has been completed, and the board has appointed Dr. Hoffman as the next president of Yo San University. I know this day is all about you, so I'm not going to praise him too much. But a new generation of leadership who understands the mission of Yo San University. And I have some grievance here. Why is the mission statement not printed on our program here? I'm going to read it. Yo San University is a nonprofit organization dedicated to the education and inspiration of traditional Chinese medicine. Practitioners with an emphasis in the Taoist healing arts and collaborative care. The university facilitates the development of students' spiritual as well as professional growth to unite the power of ancient wisdom and modern science, and provide the community with integrative medical care and services. I feel very strongly that Dr. Hoffman and his team embody exactly what I've just read. We go out and we provide free services in our community. And over the last 35 years of our existence, we have provided over 500,000 free and low-cost treatments in our community. And we have a robust program in Taoism. Just wanted to clarify that Taoism is a philosophy and a way of life, and not a religion at Yo San University. It is the very foundation of traditional Chinese medicine and how to help students to discover your healing powers within. And to that, earlier, I would just also want to point out that Professor Ed Sullivan, sitting here, is our Taoism teacher. So thank you, Ed, and others as well. So, and of course, it's about you. Over the last 35 years, if I recall, we started in 1989 two young men, really didn't know what we were doing, really. We just got lucky. We had a vision, and we didn't mind hard work, and that's how it all got started. And at 92, we had graduated our first graduating class of 8 doctors. That was our first class that started in 1989. So anyway, and it's been an incredibly rewarding and challenging journey. But we are so happy and proud of each of our graduates, as after all these years, we have graduates on every continent, across the country, in every position possible, from being a resident doctor in the Kaiser healthcare system to working in reproductive endocrinology office to specialize in reproductive medicine, during IVF. And in fact, we have the world's only specialty doctorate program in reproductive medicine in the world. And we're very proud of that. And so recently we had a fundraiser honoring Dr. Richard Mars, the granddaddy of IVF, among the pioneer in vitro fertilization. And we were so honored in our collaborative work with him all these years. And from his own words, he had a vision. After working with Dr. Dow, for example, for a few years, realized that together, we can help patients achieve their dreams. So that's really how our special doctorate program began. And we have graduates today who will be celebrating their achievement in both reproductive, women's health, integrated medicine, and healthy aging cohorts. Finally, I wanted to just link us back to the beginning. Yo San was our grandfather, and he represented the 36th generation doctor in our family. We come from a long line, and that line is something that we're very proud of, the lineage, but it's also a responsibility that we take very seriously. And so today, it's my great pleasure and honor to welcome our 39th generation in our family lineage of doctors. Each one of you will go out into the world and you will fulfill your purpose in your life. The reason why you've come is to help change the world and make it a much, much healthier place for all. Thank you.
Each year, just before commencement, our students elect a member of the Yo San faculty to share a few words of wisdom and guidance to inspire them to make the exciting transition from students to practitioners. With more than 60 faculty members at the university being chosen by our distinguished graduates, to be here on stage today is a very special honor. And this year, that honor goes to Ed Sullivan. Ed has been a longtime student of Hua Ching Ni and a supporter of both the university and the Ni family. He is instrumental in our Qi cultivation and Taoism programs, as Dr. Mao just mentioned. And again, these are unique amongst acupuncture schools. Every single student that graduates from Yo San passes through Ed's class, so he's more than a little influential. He's truly an inspiration to all of us. Ed?
Wow. With that kind of introduction, I'm terrified. Okay, you know, they called me only about 3-4 days ago and said, would you like to speak? And I said, okay. And I said, how long? And they said, 3 minutes. Well, for those of you who know me, for me to only speak 3 minutes, it's a great accomplishment. So I'll just jump in, a bunch of sound bites. I hope it all comes together. First of all, it's really an honor to share this graduation day with you. I'm so glad you came to Yo San, because I think that mission statement is very true and powerful. And so I think graduating in the year of the dragon is auspicious. Now, I'm not an astrologer, but I consider graduation a birth, or at least a rebirth. So here's who all of you graduates are. You are dragons and charismatic, intelligent, confident, powerful, lucky, gifted, and you all do everything to the best of your ability with the highest standards. Hey, own it. You know, hey, you're dragons. And so many years ago, actually too many years ago, I was inspired by the Yo San school motto, a place where students could learn to become the medicine. Traditional Chinese medicine isn't just medical theories or science. No, TCM is alive. It's alive in everything that exists. You know, what you've learned at Yo San is an awakening to the principles of health through balance and harmony. And that applies to the entire universe. You can apply it to your relationships, your finances, your career. But the new Yo San school motto is ancient wisdom, modern medicine, family legacy. Well, I always wondered what actually wisdom was. So a few years later, I had a conference with Hua Qing-ni, and most of you know Hua Qing-ni is Dr. Mao and Dr. Dao's father and the hidden co-founder of this university. And I got a chance to ask him. I said, in my self-healing Qigong classes, when we're working on the kidneys and water and fear, I said, I asked my students to say, inhale courage, exhale fear. Courage is a breath away. I said, is that all right? He said, oh, that's good. He said, you could also have them inhale wisdom. There was my chance. What do you really mean by wisdom? He said, if you all knew who you really are, you'd never be afraid again. If you all knew who you really are, you'd never be afraid again. It was just like, you know. So, years ago, a presidential candidate was elected because he put sticky notes on all of his speeches that said, it's about the economy, stupid. He became elected because he focused on the economy. Well, I learned from that gentleman, and at the time, I wanted more love in my relationships, I wanted more prosperity, and I wanted more to become a better healer. So I put sticky notes everywhere, and it said, it's about the qi, stupid. Okay, it's about the qi. So keep cultivating your qi and keep finding more ways to incorporate spirit into your medicine. Draw upon the stars. Find the healing power of trees and all the other elements. And keep drawing upon Mother Nature to help heal yourself and others. There's a wonderful Taoist saying, acupuncturists are celestial physicians. Well, that sounds lofty. How are you going to become a celestial physician? Well, it's a paradox because you have to go to another famous Taoist saying, which is the sacred dimension of the ordinary. By you living a simple, balanced life, you will awaken to the greatness of who you really are. And you'll find out you were always the medicine. So, right now, the world needs your celestial physicians. It really does. Look around. You are going to be helping thousands and thousands of people. And that's inspiring. So I'm going to place a very, very sticky note on every one of your brains right now. Okay? It's not coming off. It's about the qi, you dragons. Thank you.
Thank you, Ed. Every year, our master's candidates honor one amongst them to address all of the graduates. Will Sophia Oliveri please come to the stage?
Thanks, Rob. Hello, everyone. My name is Sophia Oliveri, and this all feels pretty surreal right now. It's hard to tell if I'm dreaming or did we really just finish all of those years of school without melting into blobs on the floor. We made it to the end, but this is just the end of one small chapter of our human experience in this lifetime. The emotions and challenges we've experienced over these past 4 to 6 years would have been enough to cause so many to give up, but here we are. No one tells you what a transformation learning Chinese medicine will be, because it's not just about obtaining the knowledge of the medicine. It's a new way of knowing the world around us, and a way of understanding that without one, there cannot be another. And now I feel like I'm seeing the world through a completely new lens than I did just a few years ago. When I sit and think about what we have accomplished, I'm proud of us. I'm so proud of each and every one of us for getting up every day and choosing to follow the path that in the core of our being we know is right. By choosing day in and day out to continue and not give up, we have solidified something within ourselves, a newfound toughness and resilience for life. There's a gut feeling that happens when you take a step in the right direction. I know everyone in this room has felt that at one point or another in your life. It feels like electricity and excitement flowing through your body, because during that moment, you can see your dream not so far in the distance. We have arrived at the end of a dream. We are practitioners, acupuncturists, herbalists, and some of us now called doctors. After all the hard work, when you do get to the destination, it's important to remember that feeling from when you first started school. I know you're tired and your sponge cannot absorb another herb or acupuncture point at this moment, but think back to the feeling, that excitement of just starting school, and know that you're going to feel that feeling again very, very soon as you embark on the next chapter of your journey. So shout out to each one of my fantastical classmates sitting down here. Cannot wait to see where life post-graduation takes you. And thank you to the Nee family and all of the staff at Yo San for making it possible for us. You've heard us complain, feel utterly lost, talk like we think we know everything, whine, probably cry, and still supported us with smiles over these years. Thank you for following your passion for teaching and passing on knowledge so we could all have this opportunity. And lastly, I know I'm not speaking for only myself when I say the real MVPs here are all of our friends and family who bore the brunt of our complaints and rants about all things school-related. You rock. Thank you so much for supporting us, and the tassel's worth the hassle.
Thank you, Sophia. I look forward to you starting the doctoral program in September. Every year, our doctoral candidates also honor one amongst them to address all the graduates and everyone here. Will Patricia Arnazi please come to the stage?
That happens when you're not used to wearing heels. I am deeply honored to be here representing my friends in cohort 13. 2 years ago, our paths converged, and we were coming from different walks of life. And I'm sure they had different expectations, but we all share one common goal, and that was to finish the program and be here today. The journey, yes, it was very tough, very difficult, very grueling and challenging, but it was also very rewarding. We did it together, and I want to thank the faculty, the awesome teachers, Dr. Hoffman, who went to bat every time to get the best teachers to teach us, the administrative staff, Shan and the library, who never said no, or it cannot be done. He would deliver whatever we asked for. Every one of them has been imprinted in our lives, in our hearts, and our mind. And we are very grateful to all of you. We are grateful for our families, because yes, they are the ones that not only support us, but they had to endure our short temper, our outbursts, and unexplained tears many times, and not only allowed us the space to assess the situation and try to calm our chin so we would not murder somebody or end up being killed by them. So we are very grateful to every one of you. We couldn't have done it without you. And then I want to tell you that this we did because we had faith. We had faith in ourselves, faith in what we could do or not do, faith in deity. It's not a coincidence or something that just happened, that these women have been walking beside me all along. We have become a family. And I want to tell you that what we have gone through did transform us. We became different people. We became more pure, more refined, more polished. And we did it because of what we suffer, because there has to be an opposition in all things. And through opposition is what refines us and what we end up becoming better people. So I want to thank you for my friends and my fellow graduates for the example you have been in my life. I want you to know, and this I say to everybody that can hear me, either in person or online, that we can achieve what we believe in. Be careful with what you think, because your thoughts will become actions. First we think it, then we do it. And once we do something, often it becomes a habit. Let us develop good habits, because the more you do something, the easier it is. Whether it is to say, no, I cannot do it, or whether it is to say, yes, I will do it. And once you have those habits, they will become your character, because what you do when there's no one to see you is who you are. It's what demonstrates what type of person you are. So let us develop good character, because then we would have good destiny. And just like those who preceded me have been talking about, our destiny is one of honor, one of service, one of love, one of healing. Let us live that destiny. I believe that this was not just a coincidental meeting. This was foreordained many years before we even were born. I believe that, and I give my testimony and I give my thanks again for the support of all here around. And I say this humbly in the name of God. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Anissa, and I'm the Dean of the Master's and the First Professional Doctorate, and I congratulate all of the graduates. Every year, the Board of Trustees elects one individual to receive the Meritorious Prize. This year, it's awarded to the master's student who has completed her program at Yo San with the highest comprehensive grade point average, in other words, our class valedictorian. I'd like to invite Sophia Olivieri up to the stage. We hug.
Wait. Okay. So awkward. The Doctoral Distinction Award is presented at graduation. I get very emotional right now. The Doctoral Distinction Award is presented at graduation to a student who has completed the doctoral program at Yo San and who demonstrates exceptional work in the field of Chinese medicine. The award committee evaluates the candidate's research, clinical skills, and coursework. This year, the Doctoral Distinction Award actually goes to 2 students. It's almost impossible to choose among you, but we have to give the award. These 2 students are singled out not just for their scholastic excellence, but also for their work in the community. Sorry. The first is an MD, a DAOM graduate in LIC, who in addition to her busy work here in Los Angeles, also runs a clinic for Central and South American immigrants in Tijuana. She is humble in her accomplishments and skills. The first award goes to Dr. Patricia Arnazzi. I'm composed now. Our second DOM Distinction Award goes to a Yo San Master's Degree alumni who has also shown great scholastic achievement and spearheaded our efforts in the community through the creation of a doctoral externship at the Covenant House in downtown Los Angeles. Covenant House, yes, absolutely. Covenant House's goal is to provide safe housing and holistic care to youth between the ages of 16 and 21 who are experiencing homelessness and are survivors of human trafficking. The second DOM Distinction Award goes to Jenna Vitale. And now I would like to invite Dr. Farshid Namin, Clinic Director and Dean of Research, to announce the Yo San University Clinical Excellence Award.
Thank you so much, Dr. Hoffman. Each year, we select one of our students which shows the highest performance in the clinic as the Clinic Excellence Award. So this year, I'm honored to announce this Clinic Excellence Award goes to Maryam Alavi. Thank you.
I would now like to introduce Sean Gates, Director of Student Services, to announce the Yo San University Leadership Award.
Good morning. This year, Yo San University is proud to honor a student whose dedication to traditional Chinese medicine stands out. The Yo San University Leadership Award recognizes an individual who has demonstrated a strong commitment to both our institution and their peers through exceptional service and tireless effort. Their work is not only academic, but community-minded, extending help and enhancing the learning environment on and off campus. It is my pleasure to award this year's Yo San University Leadership Award to Isaac Kaufman, whose contributions truly distinguish him.
Thank you. It's not the whole man in the class I wanted. Last year, we created the Faculty Distinction Award to recognize the importance of teachers in our lives. This, of course, is important in our regular lives, in our regular academic careers, but I think is even more important in Chinese medicine. Again, we've all chosen a school that is embedded in a lineage. I've no doubt that many of you remember those influential teachers from grammar school, high school, college who completely shaped your lives, maybe upended your lives, or maybe it was just the style of how they taught that changed your trajectory. I knew about David Cohen long before I knew about acupuncture school, even before I had heard of Yo San, a leader in the field of acupuncture and Chinese medicine from the earliest days of our profession. David was instrumental in bringing Chinese medicine to patients in the early days of the AIDS epidemic. And he created one of the earliest HIV studies with ITM Institute in Portland. He first taught at Samurai University in the 80s, and then at Yo San for over 30 years. He was director of the clinic, chair of the Chinese medicine department, and a very influential teacher to so many. It is my honor to award David N. Cohen the very first Faculty Emeritus Award at Yo San University. David.
Oh, wow. That's really official. Thank you. Meaningful. I taught at Yo San for 30 years. Every moment was a pleasure.
It was an honor and a privilege, as now all of you are honored and privileged to bring this medicine out into the world and do what you can to ease the suffering. I'm going to be very brief. You've heard enough talk. You want to throw those hats in the air, I know. Ed, Dr. Sullivan, was speaking before about self-knowledge. Dr. Arnazi was talking about Ming. I always talked a lot about the Shen. The school's motto is ancient medicine meeting the modern world. I just want to encourage you guys in the pursuit of helping with the Shen to study the new trauma science literature deeply. That is the impediment to Ming, right? Is the stuff that's not okay in your nervous system, the qi, stupid. That's where it's at as far as Shen goes. That's where what we have known for 3,000 years is now illuminated. It's an important time in our profession. People are actually paying attention to us now. The powers that be in the medical system are looking at what we do now and measuring it to see how effective it is. So lots of work ahead, guys. But congratulations to all of you. It's quite an accomplishment. I know it.
I'd now like to bring up Dr. Farshid Amin one last time, Clinical Director and Dean of Research, to lead the graduates in the Oath of the Healer, a translation of Sun Tzu Miao's classic on ethics. Come on up.
Thank you, Dr. Hoffman. Please find the oath under your chair. So please stand up and repeat after me. I will treat those in pain, confusion, or grief with compassion. And care as if I myself have been afflicted. I will treat all patients alike, whether powerful or not, old or young. Rich or poor, friend and relatives, or stranger, wise or simple. Gentle and appreciative, or frightened and ungrateful. I will respect the wisdom of my teachers, while always seeking knowledge. I will remain committed to growing as a healer. And let the result of my effort naturally provide for me. I will share all I have learned with others who will follow in my footsteps. I will value life even as I strive to understand. And respect the process of dying. With this oath, I fulfill my responsibility and destiny as a physician. To every patient who seeks my help. Until I can no longer fulfill these obligations. during my life or as this life ends. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr.
Now's the moment we've been waiting for. 4 years ago, the students before me entered the doors of Yo San University in the midst of COVID. They endured long hours of online classes and came into a clinic amidst changing health regulations and the constant stress around an evolving health crisis. This, of course, is unprecedented, and this group deserves our admiration. Today, their labor has come to fruition, and the moment that these hardworking graduates have been waiting for has finally arrived. If I can now ask everyone on stage to stand and ask Dr. Mao and Dr. Dao to take the position near the diplomas. Master's graduates, please stand and come forward as I call your name. Sandra Sophie Roman. Sophia Helena Oliveri. Michael Sarkodio Cherry. Miriam Eloy. Phai Van Ha. Mark Sargon Benjamin. Isaac A. Kaufman. Last year, we received approval for our first professional doctoral program. This is a new, innovative degree designed to level the playing field in integrative health, and we have 4 graduates of that program in our very first year. It's my pleasure to award them this degree. If you would please stand, and I'll call your names. Kitty Sianchen. Chao Shabar Bruweiler. Cynthia Fernberg. And Sarah Esther Siegel. Alex, were those tears? Yes, good. I don't want to be the only one on stage with tears, so I need a companion in that. 2 years ago, this very exceptional group of healers took a courageous step toward bringing added level, hey, see, here it comes. Added levels of depth, understanding, and experience in their practice of acupuncture and herbal medicine. They worked very hard, and today we're here to celebrate as they receive the highest degree in our profession, the DAOM degree. They sacrifice hours of their professional practice and their personal lives so they could become some of the most gifted practitioners in the field of Chinese medicine. I'm so proud of these 7 doctors, and I'm honored to call each of them a friend. There has to be an herb for this. A needle, do 26 or something? I'm honored to call each of them a friend and privileged to call them on stage at this time. Elizabeth Mina Lee. This next student has actually taken both doctoral specialties. She's only the second graduate in our history to have done both, so she's a doctor. Parastu Taginia. Jenna Kristen Aline Vitale. Patricia Hernandez Arnazi.
I'm Mexican, we hug.
Natalie Shapiro. Meow meow. And Stephanie M. Fletcher. Will all of the graduates for the master's degree in acupuncture and Chinese herbal medicine please stand? It's so dramatic, I know. Thank you, Alice. By the powers vested in me by the State of California and the Board of Trustees of Yo San University, I declare you all to be Masters of Acupuncture and Chinese Herbal Medicine and graduates of Yo San University. Stay standing. Will all the candidates for the first professional doctorate degree in acupuncture and Chinese herbal medicine please stand? By the powers vested in me by the State of California and the Board of Trustees of Yo San University, I declare all of you to be doctors of acupuncture and Chinese herbal medicine and graduates of Yo San University. Please stay standing. And finally, DAOM's candidates, can you stand? By the powers vested in me by the State of California and the Board of Trustees of Yo San University, I declare all of you to be doctors of acupuncture and Oriental medicine. If you could all move your tassels from the left to the right, you are done. You are complete. Congratulations. I'll now ask Doctors Dao and Mao to lead our honored graduates, faculty, dean, and board members out of the auditorium. Following the exit of the graduates, I invite all of you to exit behind us and join us for the reception in the room next door. Thank you so much for coming today.